Sorry everyone, before the break, and I was saying how the buy position above the resistance line has now been triggered, and hopefully we will be profitable on this one. Let's see how far this momentum is going to go, and of course I wish us all the best of luck on this one. So moving on to the next asset on our watch list. So the next asset we are looking at is the GBPUSD, that is the British pounds against the US dollar. And we started trading the GBPUSD last week, right? After about 6 months on this asset. And last week we did tremendously well before the Powell speech happened on Friday, which made investors drop the US dollar and took some profit from that move on Friday last week, right? And going into this week, I decided I will continue to trade the GBPUSD due to the new structures that is evolving on the chart. And currently, if we take into account the character of price action since last week, we can see that the pound sterling is really under serious pressure as the dollar gained, but the Powell's dovish stance kept the loss limited, right? However, last week we also saw some stronger UK inflation figures, making the Bank of England less likely to cut interest rates soon, which could provide some support for the pound sterling. Now, this week, there are no major event from the United Kingdom. In fact, there are no major events except for speech from Man, which is coming up on Tuesday, that is tomorrow. And what else again? There are no event at all. And this that means the pound sterling will be at the mercy of economic event from the United States. So it's going to be following the US dollar's trend and economic releases right now. So the pound sterling is at the mercy of this chart. And looking at what is going on the charts, this is the 4 hours time frame. And remember, this was the descending trend line we were using to help navigate the market last week. We saw price broke out of this descending trend line for the first time about 2 weeks ago, and then we saw price come back, retest the structure last week before this engulfing bullish candle took us out of the trades. Now, with the way things are going, if we zoom into the current structure, I'm beginning to see price is likely a 1.35200 level, a level which was serving as the neckline of the reversal setup we were using last week to jump inside from here. So as a result of this and the fact that price continued to find selling pressure below our key level at the 1.352, just right here, and the resistance line of the descending channel, I am sell position for now. So as a result, you can see at the bottom of your screen, I have one sell position triggered already, which is doing very well at the moment, as you will see there. And hopefully this momentum will go very far. And my TP in the meantime is now scaling down into the 1 hour time frame. What are we seeing and how is the market reacting to that key level around that area? Now, scaling down into the 1 hour time frame, this was what I was able to come up with. Now, since the week began, as you can see, price started the week at 330 level, dropped into the 1.349 right here, then came back again into the 1.3530 and the key level to incite another move to the downside. So I sold below the 1.352, and hopefully I'm going to be adding one more sell position below the 1.349. As you can see, we need price to break down the support line to feel comfortable adding one more sell. So I will place a sell stop order below the, as we want to use that to maximize the potential of this bearish move. So I just placed another sell stop order below the 1.34900 level. So let's see how far that is going to go. So if price gets into that structure, we move the stop loss on the first sell position to break even. So that is what I'm looking at on the GBPUSD. It's a simple trading setup. Let's see if this renewed US dollar demand is going to last long. But if it doesn't, and we begin to notice that buyers gain traction all over again, where do we think is most appropriate to buy? So if we get taken out of this sell position, a break above this resistant line of the descending channel we marked out on the 4 hours time frame will give us a bullish signal. Hence, we'll wait for price to come back, retest the structure in an attempt to continue the uptrend move. So I'm looking to buy the breakout retest if we get taken out of the sell. So let's see how this is going to play out today, and I want to wish us all the best of luck on this one. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comment section. So I'll take another 5-10 seconds. Let's see if there are any questions before we move on to the final asset on our watch list. Stay tuned in. All right. So in the absence of no questions, I guess we are all good to go. Structures marked out, and hopefully we will come back here on Wednesday with a good result. Okay. So wishing us all the best of luck on that one. So moving on to the final asset on our watch list. So the final asset we are looking at this morning, it's my favorite, of course, and that is the XAUUSD, known as the gold commodity. And of course, we did very well on this asset last week. And looking at the charts, preparing for the new week, I was able to find a new setup gradually evolving on the chart. And this was after I took into account the character of price action since the beginning of this month. In the channel, it could incite a move to the downside. So for me, we are at a critical juncture here, and looking at the situation, I think that the gold is pressured by this new resurgence in the US dollar, but at the same time it remained cushioned by growing bets. Then if we also take into account the geopolitical tension from the Russian-Ukraine situation, which is definitely going to be adding some safe haven support to this asset. So the price of gold is the price of gold is currently in the balance within the geopolitical tension, rate cut expectations, and of course a renewed US dollar strength for this week. Now to help us understand how the market is taking this or digesting this information, let's scale down into the 1 hour time frame, our execution time frame, to see what is really going on since the week began. So this is the capture a range bound structure, of course, emphasizing the prevailing uncertainty as the new week began, as price dropped down into the 3,359 ish. Then we saw within that range. So right now it is indecisive at the moment, and it will make quite a lot of sense that we wait patiently for price breaking out of the resistant line before considering buying, or breaking down the support line, before considering selling. So right now I will place a buy stop order on the gold above the resistance line at the 3,371 ish, and then my stop loss will be around the 3,360. So I place 3,360. So I place that one right there, and then I will place a sell stop order below the 3,359 ish. So in the absence of no questions, I guess we are all good to go. And it's on this note we have come to the end of today's Forex Morning Mastery. It has been a wonderful time, though we had some technical itches during the course of the session, but we were able to run through, and thank goodness for that one. So today we were able to run through the three major instruments I am monitoring for this week, which includes the XAUUSD and of course the USOIL sports, and we were able to identify simple trading setups that we are going to be using to navigate the market today. I hope this made some sense. It was helpful in making your independent trading decisions. And for those of you who joined us for the first time, I hope you had an insightful session with us today. If you did, trust me, the more time you have with us, the better you get to understand my analytical approach. I see you, Manjun Arun. Good morning. How are you doing today? I guess you're coming in late. We are all done here now, and you can still watch till after the session ends. Or do you have any questions, Manjun? Okay, so again on Wednesday. Oh my God, I forgot. I'm going to be traveling tomorrow or Wednesday. I'm not sure if the Forex Morning Mastery on Wednesday is going to hold, but I will keep us updated and posted on my Telegram and of course on this platform. If there is any development, I'll let you guys know. All right. And pending that time, I wish us all the best of luck. Trade smart, trade consciously, and do have a wonderful evening, everyone. Bye.